Hi, I'm Dimple, your health and spiritual wellness mentor. January 9, 2026, 2024. The stress-sugar connection nobody talks about. Your blood sugar just hit 220. You haven't eaten in 3 hours. What happened? That work email. You're sitting at your desk. You check your blood sugar out of curiosity. It's 145, not great, but manageable. Then you get an email. Bad news. A work crisis. A conflict with a colleague. Your heart rate increases. Your jaw clenches. You feel that familiar stress tension. 30 minutes later, you check your blood sugar again. 220. You didn't eat anything. You didn't change your medication. But your blood sugar jumped 75 points in half an hour from stress alone. This is the stress-sugar connection that most people with diabetes never fully understand. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. And more importantly, you can control it. The stress response cascade. Here's exactly what happened inside your body during that stressful email. Step 1. Threat perception. Your brain perceived the stressful email as a threat. From your brain's ancient evolutionary perspective, it doesn't matter whether the threat is a work deadline or a predator. Stress is stress. Your amygdala, the brain's fear center, activated your stress response system immediately. Step 2. Hormone release. Within seconds, your adrenal glands dumped 2 powerful hormones into your bloodstream. Cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Adrenaline, the fight or flight hormone. These hormones are designed to help you either fight a threat or run away from it. Both responses require immediate energy. Step 3. Liver glucose dump. Cortisol and adrenaline send a direct signal to your liver: release stored glucose. Now, we need emergency fuel. Your liver obeys instantly. It breaks down stored glycogen and dumps pure glucose directly into your bloodstream through a process called gluconeogenesis. This can raise your blood sugar by 50 to 100 points in just 20 to 30 minutes, faster than eating a candy bar would. Step 4. Insulin resistance. But it gets worse. Those same stress hormones also make your cells temporarily insulin resistant. Why? Because your body wants that glucose to stay in your bloodstream where it's immediately available for your muscles to use for fighting or fleeing. Your body is essentially saying, don't store this glucose. Keep it circulating. We might need it for emergency action. So now you have more glucose being released into blood. Less glucose being absorbed by cells. Insulin that can't work effectively. Your blood sugar has nowhere to go but up. The chronic stress epidemic. If this happened occasionally, true emergencies, actual danger, your body could handle it fine. But here's the devastating reality: you're stressed constantly. Morning commute stress. Work deadline stress. Email stress. Meeting stress. Family stress. Financial stress. Health anxiety. News cycle stress. Your body is releasing cortisol dozens of times per day, every single day. Your liver is constantly dumping glucose. Your cells are chronically insulin resistant. You're essentially in a permanent state of low-grade fight or flight, and your blood sugar is paying the price. The hidden stressors. Most people think they know when they're stressed. But many stress triggers affect blood sugar without you consciously feeling stressed. Hidden stressor 1. Sleep deprivation. You slept 5 hours last night. You don't feel particularly stressed emotionally. But your body absolutely does. Sleep deprivation raises cortisol levels by 50% or more the following day. That elevated cortisol is raising your blood sugar all day long, even when you feel calm. Hidden stressor 2. Overexercise. You had an intense workout this morning. You feel great, accomplished, energized. But intense exercise is a physical stressor that triggers cortisol release. This is why sometimes your blood sugar is higher after exercise, not lower. You overdid it and triggered a stress response. Hidden stressor 3, skipping meals. You skipped lunch because you were too busy or trying to be good with your diabetes management. Your body interprets skipped meals as a starvation stress. Cortisol rises to maintain blood glucose. Paradoxically, your blood sugar goes up even though you didn't eat. Hidden stressor 4, chronic pain or inflammation. Your back hurts constantly. Your joints ache. That persistent, low-level pain is a chronic stressor. Chronic pain elevates cortisol continuously, raising your baseline blood sugar 24/7. Many people see blood sugar improvements when they finally address chronic pain issues. Hidden stressor 5, social media and news. Every upsetting post. Every alarming headline. Every political argument. Every comparison to someone's seemingly perfect life. These are micro-stressors that spike cortisol repeatedly throughout the day. You're getting small glucose dumps dozens of times daily just from scrolling your phone. The vicious cycle. Here's where it gets really problematic. High blood sugar itself creates physical stress on your body. This stress raises cortisol. Higher cortisol raises blood sugar more, which creates more stress, which raises cortisol more. You're trapped in a feedback loop. Stress, cortisol, high blood sugar, physical stress, more cortisol, higher blood sugar. The longer this continues, the more your cells become permanently insulin resistant. You develop chronic inflammation. Your cortisol levels stay elevated even when you're not actively stressed. This is how chronic stress accelerates the progression from pre-diabetes to complicated diabetes. The measurement strategy. Want to see this connection in your own body? Try this experiment. Before-after stress testing. 1. Check blood sugar before a known stressful event, difficult meeting, confrontation, deadline. 2. Go through the stressful event. 3. Check blood sugar 30 minutes after. Most people are shocked to see 30 to 50 point increases from stress alone, with no food involved. Do this several times to establish your personal stress response pattern. Some people are highly reactive, 50+ point jumps, others moderately, 20 to 30 points. Understanding your personal pattern helps you prioritize stress management as medical treatment, not optional self-care. The stress reduction protocol. You cannot eliminate all stress from modern life, but you can dramatically reduce its impact on your blood sugar. Strategy 1. The acute stress interrupt, for immediate use. When you feel stress rising or after a stressful event, immediately do this 5-minute breathing protocol. Breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Breathe out slowly through your mouth for 6 counts. Repeat for 5 minutes, about 10 to 12 cycles. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode. It signals your body that the threat has passed. Cortisol levels begin dropping within minutes. Studies show this breathing technique can lower blood sugar by 20 to 30 points after acute stress events. Strategy 2. Morning sunlight exposure. Get outside within 30 minutes of waking. Spend 10 to 15 minutes in natural sunlight without sunglasses. Morning light exposure regulates your cortisol rhythm. Instead of having erratic cortisol spikes all day, your body learns to produce cortisol appropriately, higher in morning, when you need alertness, lower in evening, when you need rest. This takes 2 to 3 weeks of daily consistency to recalibrate, but the blood sugar stabilization is dramatic. Strategy 3. Movement after stress. After a stressful event, take a 10-minute walk. This serves 2 purposes. 1. Burns off the stress hormones circulating in your system. 2. Uses up the glucose your liver just dumped into your bloodstream. Think of it as completing the fight or flight cycle your body initiated. Your body prepared you for physical action, so give it physical action. Strategy 4. Protein stabilization. Eat 20 to 30 grams of protein at every meal. Protein creates steady, stable blood sugar that's resistant to stress-induced spikes. When your baseline blood sugar is stable, stress hormones have less dramatic effects. Protein also helps regulate cortisol production over time. Chronic undereating or low-protein diets actually increase cortisol levels. Strategy 5. Sleep as stress medicine. 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep is non-negotiable for blood sugar control. One night of poor sleep raises cortisol by 50%. Chronic poor sleep keeps cortisol chronically elevated, making every other stressor worse. You cannot out-breathe, out-exercise, or out-meditate chronic sleep deprivation. Sleep is the foundation. Strategy 6. Strategic stress buffers. You can't eliminate stressful events, but you can create buffers, recovery periods between stressors. No phone for first hour after waking. 10-minute break between back-to-back meetings. No work emails after 7 p.m. One completely obligation-free day per week. No news consumption after 8 p.m. These buffers allow cortisol to return to baseline instead of staying elevated continuously. Strategy 7. Test your stress response regularly. Make before-after stress testing part of your diabetes management. Before difficult conversation, check blood sugar. After difficult conversation, check blood sugar. Before major deadline, check. After deadline, check. This concrete data changes behavior. When you see that one stressful meeting raised your blood sugar 40 points, you start taking that 5-minute breathing break seriously. Stress management stops being optional wellness and becomes essential medication. The mindset shift. Here's the reframe that changes everything. Stop thinking of stress as just a feeling or emotional state. Start thinking of stress as a measurable metabolic event that directly raises your blood sugar. Stress isn't abstract. It's cortisol. Cortisol is glucose. Glucose shows up on your meter in real numbers. When you see stress this way, managing it becomes as important as taking your medication. That 5-minute breathing session isn't nice to have, it's treatment. That morning walk isn't luxury, it's medication. The progressive approach. Don't try to implement all 7 strategies at once. Progressive implementation. Week 1. Practice the acute stress breathing technique. Use it after every stressful event. Week 2. Add morning sunlight exposure. Just 10 minutes daily.